This bin hack is for tree huggers only. If that's not you, put it in the bin. So I was a little bit on two minds about putting this hack up. Basically, you know, some people on social media, they're a little bit holier now, they like to preach. I don't want to do that, and this is not in any way intended to play on people's guilt. It's just something I wanted to do. So I wasn't doing a good enough job at recycling while I'm on the road, and partly because, yes, space. And you know, if you find yourself thinking about the same, have a look at this hack. Okay, so that cupboard there under the fridge next door to the oven is where we used to keep our bin, our single bin that everything went in. And yeah, we'd have liked to do some recycling, but we didn't have room for two bins, and there was only so much room in that particular cupboard. And you know what? I'm sure you've noticed that when you're on the road, there's plenty of opportunities to put in your recycling, because there's bins in council car parks. A lot of big supermarkets got recycling bins. So I wanted to do something a little bit better, and a little bit of a slide hack enabled me to squeeze some extra space, and I'll show you that now. Okay, so what we've done is, first of all, we just divided the bin area into two, and start with the bottom half, which is we just chuck in our recycling, spent loo rolls, kitchen towels, cider cans, baked bean cans, that sort of thing. And we just chuck it into one of these, which is one of those plastic boxes you can buy at a hardware shop. And the beauty of that is, you know, water is precious when you're on the road. You don't have to be too diligent about washing out your recycling. Chuck it in there, and when you can just give it a wipe out under a tap somewhere, or wait till you get home, depending on how long your trip is. But we can just chuck it in there. We don't have to worry about spillage too much. This is the general waste, but the trouble by doing this is, of course, it's hard to get stuff in. So we quite simply put it on a runner, just to bring it out like that, and we just chuck in the waste. When we get home, put it into the bin, or where we're on the road to the waste disposal. And you can see I've just put a little bit of a rake on there just to make it a little bit easier of a target. So that's the main bit, just that simple little runner there is the hack. It creates a lot more space for bin use. But I've got an extra little thing that helps out, and I'll show you that now. So this is my work surface. Now if I'm doing a big cook up, I'll have that bin out on the slide. So I can just chuck sort of peelings and stuff that goes in there as they get created. But just to make the whole waste disposal thing just a little bit slicker, this is my work surface. In the corner you see I've got this metal sort of container thing. Don't know where I got it, but inside there, you might recognise that plastic beer mug. You get those at music festivals. Do a lot of music festivals. Recycling is one thing, but reuse is even better. And I just use it as a liner for the beer, for the metal container. You can imagine I've got a number of these stashed away. And so if I'm just making eggs, for example, I might just chuck the eggshells in there, or a bit of kitchen roll, just chuck it in there, and later on tip the whole thing into the main waste bin. So there you go, tree huggers hack.